Hey guys, so today is going to be our it's not going to be our actual last video.
Ever!
It's going to be our last new video over Christmas. I'm just going to be uploading re-uploads.
Yes.
So I am.
Because we're going to take the rest of the week off to spend with our family and our little son.
Yeah,
on his first Christmas.
it's his first Christmas, and it's the first time me and Megan are hosting Christmas
for 12 fucking people.
So this will be a this is going to be like a really shitty B-tier Christmas movie. It's going to be fun.
I'm a banging cook. It's going to be fine.
Yeah, it's gonna work out well. But anyway, like just to let you guys know, it's just going to be re-uploads the rest of the time.
Yes.
And we'll be back. What day do you want to come back on, Megan? We'll let you guys
know.
Don't worry.
But we hope you all have a lovely, lovely Christmas and
Happy New Year. No, won't be. We'll be back before the New Year.
We'll be back before the New Year, but hope you have a lovely Christmas and Santa spoils you.
Also, but look after your fucking shame pile. I know, like, you're going to get more, like, models and stuff. Maybe you bought them from neckbeardia.co.uk. That would be great. But, paint your models, guys. See if you haven't painted your models by at least February. Come on, just get it done. Them. But also, you should definitely buy models from us for Christmas. Even though it's definitely not going to make it if you buy them for Christmas. It's probably going to make it to you early January if you're lucky.
Yeah, but let's get into the video anyway.
I hope you guys enjoy. Let's do this.
Player hates organised game for a week. When the day finally rolls round, one of the players tells me he can't come because he's been planning a trip with his girlfriend. I'm disgruntled that he didn't tell me sooner, but 1 week hiatus isn't that big of a deal. Since we aren't playing on our usual game day, I take that time to organise when we can play next, and check with everyone what week from now is good. Next week on game day, someone tells me they're going to a festival. They obviously had to buy the tickets in advance, so I have no clue why they didn't fucking tell me when I asked them if they'd be good to play today. Rage simmers beneath a veneer of uncaring. Ask if anyone can play a few days from now. Everyone agrees. A few days later, someone said they forgot we were playing tonight and they made plans they can't get out of. Ask if everyone can play in a couple of days. No responses in a day and a half, so I cancel the game altogether and delete our group. These pieces of shit have the audacity to ask me why I would cancel their game when they were having so much fun with it. Maddest I've been in like 5 years. I just assumed that nobody enjoyed it and I wasn't going to put all this effort into running a game for people who obviously didn't give a fuck. But the fact that most of them sent me direct messages after I ended the game, going on about how awesome the game was and they don't want it to end, boggles my fucking mind. Is this kind of attitude normal for people who play tabletop role-playing games? Are they scared to say they can't come to the organised day so they put it off until the last second? Or are they all just mentally handicapped, unconscientious pieces of shit? Don't fucking wait for game day to say you can't come if you've known for a long time you couldn't play.
I mean, like, mentally handicapped? I think I can fall into that category. I think I can...
Well, yeah.
Am I mentally handicapped? Probably. Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I can agree with that.
I'm going to say hard yes.
Honestly, I don't know why this is so fucking common with people that agree. Now, the thing is, I play online all the time now. I haven't played in person in a long time. So, I have to get used to, like, American fucking time zones.
Yeah.
Which is a pain in the dick. So,
But, like, if you have something on, you always say, like...
Yeah, we try and...
During that week, but, like, I can't make it.
Yeah.
And then there's some days, because we have a kid...
Yeah, of
he's
course.
He's like, look, I can't make it today.
It's not...
And it might be, like, on the day, but that's understandable.
Look,
But for them to have, like, things planned already... And then say they can come.
I'm sure everyone's gone into this problem. See, if you're a DM, this is...
It's not just tabletop role-playing games. It's just meeting up with your friends in general.
It's everything.
Yeah.
It's absolutely fucking everything. I have no idea how DMs are... them guys that you come across and they're like, oh yeah, I've been running the same game for like 20 years. Hi.
How can you wrangle that amount of... the same people... for the same day every week. I don't get it.
I refuse to believe you're talking shit, mate.
I know.
Because you just have to be talking shit. I don't know. Honestly, I don't think this is something to really get overly worked up over. But
I see.
But it does happen. No, but it happens all the time, and
yeah.
I think this is how pretty much every role-playing game falls apart if it isn't for someone like me to split everyone's fun. That's the way I view it, But look, let's jump into this. And, if you have any of your own stories about, some of your own players, not to name names or anything, if you want, you can call them James. How does that sound?
Yeah, call them James.
You can call them James, and then...
So instead of that guy, just be like, the James in my group.
yeah. But look, let's get into this thread, Wally, and if we get enough good comments, we might just do, a full video of your guys' stuff, but let's do this.
Players who get triggered when an enemy escapes with magic, despite them having the exact spells to prevent it.
Honestly, you know what that's like? Whenever you're having a fight with a big, the main bad villain, and he heals once.
Players who get triggered when they get targeted by the enemy, despite dealing the most damage, by far out of the party.
But I'm a wizard, guys. You can't do that. Have you guys not played World of Warcraft? Everyone knows he's already got aggro, okay?
Players who are on their phones for most of the session. Players who ask for a certain kind of campaign. Then when we finally get to the party once, he decides his character wouldn't be interested in it and goes upstairs to play video game. Who does that? Players who accidentally look up the stats of the monster they're supposed to fight in the week between sessions.
Well, you don't accident. I'm not that bad.
Oh, you look it up.
No, I don't know what I'm going to be fucking dealing with next week. Look, that's like saying...
James trying to read.
No, that's like saying, just because you look through the monster manual, it says like, oh, you're cheating.
Yeah, but you try and look up the...
I don't even know what's being thrown at me, though.
Aye.
I have no more of this.
Players who actually try to do weird meme shit like coffee lock or 1200 foot move, tabaxi. Not those exact things, but similar.
I've heard about them builds.
Players who try to creatively use spells and argue when the DM doesn't agree with the complete bullshit they make up. LOL, can I insta-kill him with this?
Okay. Sometimes I do that. But I don't try and do insta-kill. I try and be creative with the use of spells. Don't give me that look, Megan.
Players who repeatedly take shifts for their lazy-ass McJob co-workers and miss session.
I mean, you have to do, like,
sometimes you just have to cover a shift.
I mean, like, if you work...
It's not really their...
It's not really their fault. If you work a really shitty dead-end job...
Sometimes you have to cover the shift.
And people don't show up, you get lying, and if you don't cover it, you're going to get in as much bother as them for not showing up. It's bullshit, but that's shitty work for you.
Players who bring up anime images on their phone to show, this is my character's face right now. Ew!
I don't use anime, but I do use reaction gifs, so I do from time to time.
Players who never want to roleplay in towns or shops. Players who spend more time talking about what their characters is like personality-wise than ever actually role-playing personality. D&D characters who overuse the word fuck and shit in character to the point of sounding like a retarded teenager. The player's 27. It's yay!
No, look, I just, look.
This is about yay!
Teal, stop fucking posting on TG, man.
The player who quits the group because of his retarded job then bothers people to get up at 6 a.m. so that I can run a game for them at 8 a.m. for 2 hours after he gets home from his night shift.
That's not going to work for anyone. No. Like, that's just ridiculous.
That player who constantly talks about character optimization. Those players who are constantly bringing up off-topic...
Keep going. I'm not cutting it.
Off-topic tangents to the point a previous GM's quits the group because he'd rather fuck his ugly toad of a girlfriend on Sundays rather than deal with ADHD shit for 4 hours at a time.
That's not me, guys. I'm telling you. I would never bring anything up off-topic. Ever. That's totally not me, guys. I don't know what you're on about.
That player who threatens suicide and we all have to go to his house and calm him down.
What?
I want to quit DMing so bad.
Look, it sounds like Teal. You're not that bad. Like, I think you enjoy DMing. Like, I think you enjoy having me about. Just saying.
Sometimes.
I don't think I'm that bad. I think I made Guardbros facepalm last time.
Nobody who's bad thinks that they're bad.
At least I'm fun. Right? At least I'm fun.
Okay,
I may be bad, but at least I think I'm fun to be around.
Okay.
At the very least.
Keep time. Players who use game days as an excuse to get high together.
I use it as a drinking day. Well, I used to.
Used to.
Well, to be fair, like, Sundays was the day we would play a game, and also it used to be Mondays was my dedicated day off that I would take off work.
Now we have a child. We don't get a day off.
yeah. I miss drinking days.
Players who swear that being high helps them play better, but they can barely remember turn order.
Yeah, honestly,
That's messy.
I have no idea. Like, honestly, see, when it comes to I've hung about with a lot of people that love smoking green, and it's a fucking pain in the dick to try and get anything done when someone's stoned. Like, honestly, see if someone else is stoned and you're not. It's
like, mate, come on,
and then they just kind of look at you like, what?
Players who show up high on acid when explicitly asked not to.
Hey, how many people do you know? It's like, look, man, not today, okay? No.
They say they did it so they can see the characters IRL. LMAO.
Mate.
Players who are glued to their phones the majority of the time.
I don't think that's half as bad as showing up on acid.
Yeah, same. Players who don't know what dice to roll, even after multiple times of being corrected.
It depends, like, are they new, or are they, have they been doing this for, 2 years, and it's like, come on.
Players who cancel last minute because something important came up.
It depends on how important it is.
They then get on Counter-Strike. Players that metagame. My first group alone gave me a burning hatred for druggies.
I mean,
Somebody said your friends are just assholes. Drugs have nothing to do with it.
Yeah, I think that sums it up. You know, my idea of the worst job ever would be like a barman, because dealing with people that are drunk when you're not drunk is a fucking...
And just people shouting at you
over
the music.
Oh, I couldn't be a barman. It would absolutely boil my piss.
I know.
And also, I'm really not meant for social interactions. It's really funny because I'm a really introverted person.
You're an introverted extrovert.
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
When you're around people, you're fine. But it's getting you around people.
yeah. The weird thing is, because the job we do, this here, it's like a hyper social job.
Yeah.
It's hyper social, but it's not social at the same time.
Yeah.
It's unusual. I don't know how to quantify it.
I talk baby language all day, so it doesn't really bother me.
Yeah.
I get good conversation out of Ozzy.
I mean, Ozzy's great. I love talking to him.
And now, the models of our website, brought to you by neckbeardia.co.uk. Get y'all some of these titties.
Dwarf titties, orc titties, cat titties, fat titties, the gases and wastes a bit. Vampires and goblins and all the buff champions and even hentai, yeah that too. Dragons, manticores, ogres and gnomes and bugbears and even more to go still. Undead and demons and then our friend Pally and definitely not 40k. Wood elves, dark elves and lizards and Megan the Slither and James the look cool as he stands. Beholders and kobolds and tyrants and only in a donkey with a frying pan. If you don't want no models, then no need to bother. We now have subclasses and teas. Also, Guardbros Book, go have a look. Check out the link to Ko-fi. Thank you for watching our videos and giving our channel a hand. But this is the end, our viewers and friends, so let's get back to the video, man. I fucking hate myself.
Player shows up high as a kite and can't stay focused for more than 10 seconds. Entire group agrees upon time and place for the session. One person doesn't show up and ghosts everyone for days afterwards. Then gaslights everyone. I never agreed to that. You all did. Players
Why bother?
I know. Why bother getting into that?
Why? It's like, look, man, you didn't show up. That's fine. Right, whatever.
Player shows up and starts pounding liquor shots as soon as he sits down, until he's barely conscious. Player has come...
It's not every time. People make it out as if I'm drunk every time I forget. It's, honestly, I don't, it would be, maybe... one every 3 or 4 times. 1 out of 3 and 4 times. It's really not that much.
Player has some long, incomprehensible weeb shit name for his character, and the only in-character role-playing he ever does is introduce himself to every NPC he meets, so he can say the stupid fucking name.
Look, all I'm saying is, anime is my inspiration, and Japan is my destination.
Fuck off.
like that weeb inspirational quotes.
Anime character portraits.
You know what? The other thing is, I really haven't watched... I've watched some anime. I haven't watched all that much anime, but I've seen enough anime to be like, man, why is it like this? You know what I mean? Even though there is obviously examples of really good anime, but there's a lot of shit.
Yeah, there is a lot of shit.
There's a lot of shit. There's a lot of dog shit out there. You know, there's a lot of dog shit, and I'm sure Guardbros watches all of it.
In a Sailor Moon t-shirt.
Yeah, unironically walks around. It's like, guys, I'm going on into Harry Potter.
A Sailor Moon t-shirt wearing a kilt. I'm really not into Harry Potter. Posts himself with Harry Potter shit. And also, like, Harry Potter quotes.
Shit.
Pulling up some video of a prepubescent girl not wearing any pants shouting explosion every time the player character casts any spell. What?
I don't know. Oh, anime moment. Oh. Guys, anime. Look, anime, am I right, guys? Anime? Konnichiwa?
Good aligned character attacks NPCs on sight because the player metagames like a motherfucker and knows he's strong enough to do so. Then cries and complains when the DM forces an alignment change on him. Player pulls up an obnoxious music video whenever his bard performs a song in battle and plays it over the DM and the other players speaking to each other.
Mate,
it has to
give
be
me the
Nickelback.
ox.
Tell me it's not Nickelback.
Oh,
player
please.
who arrives and stares at his phone the entire session without interacting with anyone until DM says to roll initiative. Then expects DM to fill him in on what's going on again because he wasn't paying attention. Player misses session 0 for character creation. Shows up with some edgelord who doesn't mesh well at all with the rest of the party. Then complains about it out of character and sulks in character. DM running a module just reads the book like how the Campion Picard describes it.
How Captain Picard?
Oh.
I'm keeping that in.
No, please.
Captain.
Please.
Keep going. Look, guys, it's been a long day, okay? It's been a long day.
We're recording this at 10 to 9 at night. I've just put the child to bed.
The child's way to bed.
Oh, right. DM running a module just reads a book like how Captain Picard describes that one academy professor. Barely roleplays the NPC. Player who only knows how to play a single type of character and insists on only playing that, even if it makes no sense whatsoever for the campaign or setting.
So either the shitposting rogue or the retarded paladin?
Yeah. Yay.
Yeah, I got 2. and I do a very good job, I have, you know.
Bonus points for the previous thing if it's a monk.
Why a monk?
I don't know. Is that a thing? Must be.
Must be. I don't know. Fill us in down below.
I cancelled an entire campaign on the final session because I was sick and tired of my fucking players cancelling at the last minute. Reminder, we're playing on Tuesday at 7 PM. Everyone okay with that? Yeah, cool, no problem, bro. Second reminder, it's tomorrow at 7 PM. Everyone's still cool with that? Yeah, bro, no problem, we all still cool. On the day. Hey, where is everyone? Ah, sorry, bro, gotta hang out with my girlfriend. Oh, can't make it, I'm going out drinking. Made plans, bro, maybe tomorrow? Fuck you guys, campaign's over. All your characters get raped to death by Satan's massive thorny cock. Bro, maybe you shouldn't have scheduled the game for a day when we all made plans. Leave group chat, block them all, decide to find a new group.
I mean, like, sometimes, like, you know the problem is, you know what it...
No, hear me out. You're shit DM and nobody wants to play with you.
It's either you're a shit DM and no one wants to play with you, or I think, you know, what happens most of the time is DMs actually have to put in like a bit of brain work and a bit of actual effort to try and make a game work. They have to actually prepare shit. They have to get stuff together. You know, they can't just I mean you can just wing it, but you know, you do need to prepare maps or like have some idea of what you want to do. Players just show up on the day and they don't even need to bring dice these days, you know what I mean? So you know, there's a bit of a less of a commitment, if that makes any sense. And I think that's really what the core problem is. Players have commitment issues, right?
How to make a successful group 101. Find players that you get along with. Get a total of 8 players. Have first 3 sessions. It will get better. Soon. Wait for the inevitable flaking. Remove 2 players. Keep 6. Replace players that flake too often until you get 4 players that are consistent. Keep the other 2 that almost never show up. When other 4 players ask you about more players, tell them, we already got 6. Comfy as fuck, 4 players that are always there. Been playing the same group for 2 years now.
Based.
That's
honestly clear. See, when we first said 8 players.
Video, that's it.
Yeah. See, when we first said 8 players, I was like, I don't know. Like, I've came across people that are like, yeah, I like to have games with like 20 people. It's like, how do you get anything done?
I know.
It's it just
doesn't make sense.
It doesn't work, and it just doesn't. I think 4 players, 4 to 5.
Yeah.
Ideally ideally 4, but, you know...
Yeah.
What's your sweet spot for
4
for players?
I think most people are between the 4 to 5 range.
Yeah, I've been playing in a group of 3 recently. It's actually quite good.
Yeah,
I actually like.
3's a comp.
Yeah,
it's
3,
comp.
yeah, it is, and
It's
then
nice.
everyone gets like equal time.
And,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
And if anyone has anything to say, they can say it,
Yeah.
and it doesn't feel like anything's being forced or pulled along. Or
Yeah.
maybe it's just me being me, and I'm like, I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want, and fuck you guys. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
My group are all solid players, but they all take a very blasé attitude to timekeeping and cancelling on short notice. Is it wild that I expect commitment if people say they can do a day? Obviously emergencies and sickness is different, but when people tell me they can't make it because they're expecting a delivery or turn up late, it rustles me significantly.
Rustles my jimmies. Haven't heard that in years. In 10 years.
I'm pretty chill. It just makes me think they don't really want to play. But then they talk about wanting to make minis for their characters and how they all hope this is a long-running campaign. Fuck, man. I put in the effort to GM. Is it too much to ask for punctuality? And thank you for perpetually planning / keeping up planning / keeping back side adventures for the rest of the group to play when somebody bails up last minute.
If someone bails last minute, just play on without them.
Just play on.
Yeah, honestly.
Bring the character along as an NPC. Or DMPC.
Or, like, you know, they're there, but they're bleeding down and they're staring at the wall the entire time.
Yeah.
You know? Honestly, I've got this up earlier. I think it really is, it's a big difference in a DM saying, oh, I want to start a game, and them inviting a player, because there's such a different level of commitment
From
involved.
a DM to
Players don't need to do jack shit in between sessions. They really don't need to do anything. There's literally nothing that I can think of, bar maybe some, like, you know, item management, like, you know, update their character sheet, pick new spells, like, you know, when you level up. What the fuck is there? Compare that to a DM, it's such a different...
They could be working on it the whole way.
Yeah. There's so much more for them, and I think it's just people are getting into it for not the wrong reasons, but they're getting into it expecting a difference in I don't know.
I don't know.
So yeah, like, you know, ask your DMs, like, you know, do you want to have a wife and do you want to, like, you know, get married and have kids, and do you want to get a mortgage commitment? Am I right? Final cut it. Okay.
No, keep it on. I'm gonna call myself out here. Best friend is hardcore into tabletop shit. Host game every weekend. Personally, I've played dozens of campaigns, spanning hundreds of sessions, each at least 4, and in one case 22, hours long, hosted by him or by someone at his place.
How the fuck does a game go on for
22 hours?
Sometimes,
how
like,
can you play for 22 hours?
Like, man, I'm going home. My balls stink to hang out in here, guys. I gotta go.
Mostly 3.5 Pathfinder and GURPS. I've never done more than glance at the appropriate player's manual to get ratio bonuses or item stats. I have a little steno pad slid into the tall wallet full of character sheets where I keep notes on what die to roll for each action and the bonus to add. I've always been good at talking around people and getting them to tell me what I need without them really noticing, so it's never been a real issue. Said best friend knows this and really hates that I've never studied. And I'm still better than about 40% of the people he DMs for. I'm often called in after he had to remove someone from the game. I'm also not a complete shitheel and will write down the bonuses and such if I'm playing anything exotic, rather than expecting others to tell me what I should know. The face when he shouted at me to read a book. Gamer word.
It feels like me and Guardbros at the minute, because I
Read that goddamn book.
No, it's not his actual book. I'm talking about his fucking...
I know, read it. Just fucking read it.
But Megan, that's hard. It's got big words. No. You know what? So
Do you need... Why don't you get Guardbros to read it and send it in an audiobook form?
No, you know what we did, right? So we decided to have a mono group, and we all... So I didn't need to work out a character sheet because we all played the exact same thing. And all I did was I put everything into demolitions, because I play a paranoid schizophrenic that has a grenade launcher. It's pretty fun, not gonna lie, but it just means, like, all I need to do is, like, roll a flat d20 on anything that doesn't involve a grenade launcher, and that's pretty much it. It's pretty good. I think it's I'm happy with it. But yeah, I think that's where we're going to end it for today. Quick reminder.
Last video.
Well,
the
not
week.
not last video. Last new video. We're just going to be doing re-uploads the
Yes.
rest of the times. We're going to enjoy Christmas away. But like, back to where we were. What's the worst shit that I do then?
Everything.
What do I do that makes, like, you know, okay, I fully admit I'm not that great of a player. I'm not that great of a human being.
When you piss in the sink, that really...
That's because you're on the toilet. And there's nowhere else to go. Are we keeping this in? I don't know. Are we going to keep this in?
Yeah.
Okay, look, guys, you know, they've only got one toilet in the house, and I really gotta go. Alright? And
But the sink is right next to me, and he splashes me with it.
you look,
James.
this is the ending I was expecting of this video. Yeah, I suppose that's more Neckbeardia lore for you there. What the fuck is this actually turned into?
I don't fucking know. I'm so tired.
Honestly, guys, it's been a
Have
long
a lovely
day.
Christmas. That's all I'm going to say. Have a
Yeah.
lovely Christmas. Hope you get everything that you want and you're spoiled. And check out the links to the models
Yeah.
and the subclasses. They really help us out, guys. Thank you so much for buying them, and we'll see you before the new year anyway.
Also, it's been a great year. This has been a pretty fun year
Yeah.
on YouTube, and I hope you guys this year's, like, okay, you know, the last 2 years haven't been
Look,
great.
we all know what's been going on.
Like, you know, the last 2 years have been a bit rough, to say
But
the least.
hopefully
But
you've been able to
you
get
know,
some joy out of it.
and like, you know, I know the idea is like, oh, but 2022 is gonna be better.
You know what I seen today?
What?
I seen a post saying, whenever you realise that 2022 is pronounced 2022.
Oh yeah. Look, guys, I don't really have anything to top on that. I don't really have anything else to go on top
But
of
yeah,
that.
check out the links.
Check out all the links.
Have a lovely Christmas.
Have a lovely Christmas. Follow us on any and all social media to stay up to speed, if that's what you're
It's
interested
not even
in.
staying up to speed if you want to see some fucking memes. Just
Yeah, I got some pretty good memes, not gonna lie, guys. And I share, like, just
Look,
check-
we're just going to end the video.
Yeah,
See you later.
Yeah, I'm just gonna ramble the rest of the time.
Bye.
All those moments we lost in time.